You know 2020 was the worst, right?
Yeah, and what about it?
And if you're anything like it, it's not gonna be good.
Is that a threat?
No, this is a threat.
Jesse, put the scissors down.
Promise you'll be better than 2020 and nobody gets hurt.
I promise I'll be better than 2020. Good, let's move on.
1, 2, 3, I don't know who else to be.
Where my readers at? What up, reader fam? Welcome back to my channel and Happy New Year! Magical! Can't wait to clean all that up. Was it worth it? It was worth it. Don't tell me if you think it wasn't worth it. Anything that brings even 5 seconds of happiness is worth it. Today, I'm bringing you my 2021 reading and content goals. Did I accomplish any of the goals that I set for myself last year? That would be a firm no for me. But in my mind, 2020 is erased. 2020? Who's she? I don't know her. I'm genuinely stepping into this new year with a lot of excitement. Even if it ends up turning out like a year like 2020, at least I know I can survive a year that's so wildly unpredictable like last year was. I've got several goals that I want to achieve this year. I want to kick that soccer ball made out of dreams right into the goal. Dodge that goalie. Or if I can't dodge the goalie, then knock him the heck over with my kicking skills. I've chosen a word that I want to kind of encompass my reading and my content for this year, and that is experimentation. Experimentation Destination. I want to broaden my horizons, if you will. I want to reach for things that I wouldn't normally reach for. I want to arrive at experimentation destination. Whether that be pushing myself off a diving board into a genre pool that I don't normally swim in, or picking up a book that's seasoned with flavors that I don't normally go for, or just unleashing the weird with a book that has a bizarre concept. I also just want to try to make content that I wouldn't normally do and just try to keep it fresh, you know? Don't want my videos catching no stanky breath. Gotta keep it fresh, minty fresh. Let's get started talking about some of my goals. Goal number 1, the most important goal of the year. How many books will I be reading in 2021? 1,000,000! Just kidding, I would die. Bro, you can't even stick to a TBR. What makes you think that you can read 1,000,000 books in a year? I am shooting for success this year. Maybe yeetin' is a better word. Yeetin' myself to success. I want to ride a wrecking ball into my TBR. One that will not destroy the books, obviously, but a metaphorical wrecking ball. And I want to devour every book in sight. That's an ability I'd be keen to bear. Take a look at a book and bam, gobble gobble. I'm aiming for, drumroll please, 100 books this year! If I had another popper, I'd pop it because that deserves a celebration, but we'll just throw the confetti on the floor in the sky. Yes! 100 books! I'm aiming for 100 books this year. I am speaking it into existence. Now, did I complete my reading goal for last year? Again, we don't talk about 2020, but this year I'm going into it confidently saying that I'm going to be yeeting myself towards 100 books. Yeet, yeet. I'm planning on implementing a lot of things here at the beginning of the year to like make sure that I do achieve that goal. And I'll be sure to do an update video kind of talking about the things that I am going to be doing to make sure that I reach that finish line. I would make that video now, but I want to try out a few things before making it just to make sure that they work. Not going to recommend something if it's broken. It's the year of 100 books, so I should get reading stat. Goal number 2 is to create a reader dictionary. I don't know if I should call it a reader dictionary or a book dictionary or just a words I learned while reading journal or just a book of words or words I ate with my eyeballs but don't know what they mean journal. But that's basically what I'm doing. I want to start writing down words that I come across that I don't know and actively start looking into what they mean because full disclosure, usually I can get a gist of what a word means while reading even if I don't know what it fully means. But I hardly ever write down the words I'm unfamiliar with and look them up because I'm L-A-Z-Y lazy. I really hope that I'm not alone in doing this. Let me know down below in the comments if you do this as well, where you just like don't look up the word because you're like, I get what it means, but like you don't fully know what it means, so you just like, you don't really learn what the word means. Tell me I'm not alone, please. But I want to change that this year. While I'm reading, if I come across a word that I don't know, I want to write that word down and look it the heck up. Because I don't know if y'all know this, but we live in a world where Google exists. Anything you want to know is at the click-clack of a keyboard. And I want to be in the know club. I want to know things. Knowledge is power. Also, being able to whip out big words in a conversation is a big power play. Who got the power? I got the power! So I'm going to be creating a reader dictionary of sorts and writing down the words that I come across that I don't know and get a whole new vocabulary of words floating around up in my noggin. Not that there's even that much more space left up there. I keep getting warning signals that I'm going to hit full capacity soon, but we'll just push it a bit more and hope for the best. I need suggestions as to what to call it though. Should I just call it a reader dictionary? Truly, it doesn't need to have a name, but I'm the kind of person that just gives everything ever a name. So hit me up with name recs down below in the comments. Goal number 3 is to focus more of my reading on translation translated works. I had this goal on my list last year and I just did okay, but okay is not good enough. Okay is not gonna cut it. I need to boost this goal and to make it more of a priority. Boost it to the top! Ideally, I'll be reading like 3 to 4 translated books each month. Is that me being overambitious? Heck to the yes! But am I still gonna reach for that? I'm gonna reach till I stretch my arms out of place. That's right, that's how serious I am. If I don't stretch my arms out of place reaching for this goal, then y'all know I be slacking. Slack-a-lackin'. Apparently, it's the year of 2021 and I'm still taking things way too far. I really have been thinking about this a lot lately and kind of reflecting on the books that I've been reading though, and I just feel like I've been limiting myself. I'm missing out on learning about new places, different cultures, and experiences by only reading books that are written from familiar places. And it's just a door into another new experience, and I personally want to keep making an active effort in reaching for those doors. And not just reaching for the doors, but like turning the knob, opening the door, and walking in. I only ended up reading 3 last year, not counting the manga that I read, and it's one of my biggest regrets because one of them, that being The Miracles of the Namiya General Store, has become one of my all-time favorite books. And like, what other book out there am I missing out on because I haven't opened that door yet? I don't know, but I'm sure there are plenty of them. If you have any recommendations for me on translated fiction, then be sure to leave them down below in the comments. Goal number 4 is to create a quote journal. I've tried the reading journal, it just doesn't work for me. It's a no-go for me, which honestly, this whole channel is pretty much a reading journal for me. I pop on camera and spew out more than enough words on books. I literally encapsulate my reading experience with every video that I post on here. Like, this channel in and of itself could be considered a time capsule of just my reading life, which is both beautiful and terrifying, because my book taste 5 years ago was probably whack, and I'll take full acknowledgement of that. And not only do I document my reading here, but I'm also documenting it on Instagram, Twitter, and Goodreads, so I'm pretty sure I've got it covered in book accounting. But something that I don't do often is write down these beautiful quotes that I'm coming across, and I just think it'd be a nice thing to start doing, to make note of lines that just stick out to me. That way I can come back to it and be immersed in the beautiful words that moved me in some kind of way. Or heck, they don't even gotta be beautiful words. They can be cringy lines that gave me forehead wrinkles from all the hardcore cringing, or even lines that had me belly laughing my way to tears. I bought this super cool journal that's like a vintage book. I'm gonna be using it to collect quotes from the books I read. I feel like I oftentimes have a hard time sticking to goals that kind of involve journaling, but this is one that I would like to stick to. I'ma just need someone to hand over the glue and help me stick to it. The last bookish goal that I have is to stick to an updated Instagram story highlight for my reads for this year. Early 2020, I was really good at like updating my reading on Instagram and like adding it to a certain highlight that I had on my profile. The amount of times that I filled up the storage on my phone with pictures of books is absurd. I hope the FBI agent that stalks my phone got some good book recs. If I ever get my phone stolen and the thief goes through it looking for some juicy info, they're gonna be severely disappointed. But if they get anything out of stealing my phone, I hope it's a solid book rec. I hope me saying this out loud isn't giving the universe an idea for me to have my phone stolen. Like, universe, I don't want it. Anyway, it's so fun for me to like update my Instagram story and to hear your feedback if you've read the book that I'm reading, or to even just hear from you guys in terms of like what you're reading. But like all things in 2020, I didn't stick to it because honestly, I had a hard time mentally wanting to post anything. But this year I'm gonna be working on staying active on socials, and that goes for Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat. I'm coming back to Snapchat, y'all. Goodreads, Tumblr, maybe. I'll update my Tumblr, maybe. Pinterest for sure. I found a new love for Pinterest. But I'll specifically be posting more on my Instagram stories, updating about all the books I've got coming in and also the books that I'm reading. I'll be creating a highlight reel on my profile for all my 2021 reads, so if you want to check that out, you can follow me on Instagram. It's at jessethereader. Those are all the bookish goals that I have set for myself. Let me know down below in the comments some of the bookish goals that you are setting for yourself. Now I'm going to be going over a few content goals that I have for myself, which if you don't want to hear this, I understand. I'll see you in the next video, but if you are interested, let's get it. First up, again, reiterating the fact that I want to like tackle some experimental videos or videos that I've just never tried before. I want to push myself to make things that might take longer to make. I often feel like I get into the bad habit of just making easy videos, or videos that just take low effort. Because hi, hello, sometimes I'm lazy. More times than not, I'm lazy. A lot of the times I'm lazy. I'm freaking lazy, okay? But I want to attempt to make some harder videos, or just videos that might take a little bit longer to create, just because a lot of the times I find them to be a lot more fulfilling for me. I say all that, but at the same time, I kind of want to recenter my focus and just have some fun. Let's have some fun. This beat is sick. I don't want to be taking all this too seriously. I just want to have fun. I want to throw confetti in the air. I want to do stupid edits and just have a good time. Positive vibes only. Oh, that's like so 2018, but we bringing it back. Positive vibes only. Because when things get too serious, it means we've fallen off the fun track, and I want to stay on the fun track, in the fun zone. Finally, the last thing that I'm going to be talking about today is that I am launching a monthly live stream on this channel. I hinted about this in a books in bed video recently, which, isn't this technically a books in bed video? Because your boy got his booty in bed talking about bookish things. Oh, I'm getting rid of the books in bed series in exchange for a monthly live show version of it, basically, which is pretty much the same concept. We're gonna get in bed, we're gonna get in our PJs, we're gonna talk about books before bed. It's going to be the first Thursday of every month. That's obviously subject to change just depending on how things go. But for now, that's locked, loaded, and ready to go. Essentially, I've been wanting to do something where I can connect with you guys better because I made this channel for the sole purpose of connecting, mingling with bookish peeps, and I feel like I've been pretty bad at connecting with people and mingling and talking and all that jazz. I feel like this is gonna be a good solution for that. The idea popped in my head, and I'm gonna water it and grow it and eventually make a garden. We'll get in our PJs, get in bed, talk about books before bed before we hit the sack and get those ZZZs. The first live stream will take place on January 7th at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Not super late here in the States, but late enough. So mark your calendars. I hope you can join me. It's gonna be a great time. Yeah. That's it for my 2021 reading and content goals. I'm looking forward to what this year holds. Honestly, things can only go up from here, right? I'm saying that not very confidently, huh? The hesitation is real, but I'm going in expecting the unexpected. We'll see what happens. Be sure to let me know down below in the comments all the goals that you guys have planned out for this year because I want to hear from you. If you like this video, be sure to go and hit that like button. If you want to see more bookish content from me, be sure to go and hit subscribe or go and hit that bell icon and you'll be notified every time I post new videos. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope your day is bright, that tomorrow is brighter. Keep reading what your heart desires, and I will see you soon with a new video. Bye-yo! It's the year of 100 books, so I should get to reading stat! That was bad. Let me know down below in the comments some of the bookish goals that you are setting for yourself. What am I doing with my life?